Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Dual Destinies. Previously, we began the game's fifth and final case and were treated to bombshell after bombshell. Maybe that choice of words is inappropriate. Yes, it seems that Athena, she not only grew up in this space center, but her mother worked here, Mita Sykes, and she died 7 years ago. At the hands of none other than Simon Blackquill, or at least that's what the law determined. No, we already know that Simon is innocent. The true culprit behind the Hat 1 near disaster, this saboteur from another nation, they're back at it with their antics for the Hat 2 launch, which resulted in the death of Clay Terran, the best pal of Apollo, and my god, it's pretty convoluted up in this. Well, no, not convoluted, that's a poor choice of words, it's just complex. And speaking of complex, I'm still freaking out that apparently Ted Tonate told us previously that he's not the one who blew up courtroom number 4. He's claiming that he saw someone grab the detonator switch and flip it while he was arguing with a can disarm, that's right. So, and the bomb fragments that were recovered has this moon rock that was on display in this Space Center museum, so I'm like, what's going on? At any rate, we have the science lab, the robotics lab rather, and I'm pretty sure we'll have a chat with Ara here, so that's good. This is gonna be very interesting. Oh my god, it's a giant drill robot! Why a drill? Okay, so, Judge Tron. I remember when I first saw Yuri Cosmos, I was like, that's the kind of man who would say something like, all the lights in the sky are stars. It's looking like that's a bit more accurate than I bargained for. Why a drill? So this is the robotics lab, huh? Looks like it's exactly one floor above the boarding lounge. And where people were directed to evacuate from by the emergency ladder. This is where Athena's mother was killed 7 years ago. Speaking of someone who works with robots... Daddy, look, over there! Oh? Oh! Oh! So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right? Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead? Apollo and Ara Blackquill. I wonder what they're talking about. Well, well, come to spoil our fun, just when I was enjoying our alone time. Trucy, and Mr. Wright. If it's Apollo you want, you can't have him. He said he's investigating on his own. And I respect his wishes. We just came to investigate this lab. Well, this is my lab, so you'll need my permission if you want to do any snooping. Alright. I see you have a photo of Metis, that's neat. You know, maybe I should have looked up, like, the Wikipedia page for Metis. It's clearly a Greek mythology figure, but... I don't know, even though I was one of those kids who grew up obsessed with Greek mythology, it's not ringing any bells. I'm a lawyer. Can you tell me anything about this piece of evidence? Even if I could, I wouldn't tell a filthy lawyer like you. What a pleasant response. Aw. How about the phony Fanty bomb? I think she'll be tight-lipped. Yeah, no. Let's just chat about what happened. I heard about the trial. You made mincemeat out of the director. and suddenly Starbuck was out and your little subordinate, the princess, was in. Case closed, and they all lived happily ever after. Oh, Daddy, say something to her. And I suppose you're going to defend the princess in court, am I right? The princess, huh? Guess she's talking about Athena. Of course, Athena is innocent. Oh my, such loyalty and trust. She seems pretty suspicious to me, though. The emotionally unstable princess. There's your culprit for you. Don't you agree, Apollo? I don't know yet. Apollo, how could you? Yeah, that's what I want to say. How could you? What's wrong with saying I don't know if it's true? It's a very scientific approach. Your subordinate is more level-headed than you, or should I say, former subordinate? I can't believe it. Does Apollo really suspect Athena? All this laughing has worn me out. Your turn to say something, hunk of junk. Mr. Terran, you look pale. Shall I help you to the sick bay? Yikes. Mr. Terran? But that's Apollo you're talking to. Oh, this hunk of junk here is mistaking Apollo for Clay. Maybe Apollo is possessed by Clay's ghost. Oh, okay. No, that's not it. There's a scientific thing here. I think Klonka was registering the coat that Apollo was wearing at this very moment. It's Clay's coat. Which means the robots could be fooled just by wearing a specific article of clothing. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that little detail tucked away. If we ever have a situation where it turns out like a robot is a witness and they say they saw someone, well, I think we already solved the mystery ahead of time, wouldn't you say? Mr. Terran, how are your injuries? Mr. Terran. Mr. Terran, how are your injuries? Mr. Terran. I guess Clay intends to hang around to haunt the princess that murdered him. Oh, and to haunt the lawyer that defends her too, of course. A robot that can see ghosts. Yeah, right, and I'm a spirit medium. Sorry, but apparently scientists just don't tell very frightening ghost stories. I intend to defend Athena, no matter what you have to say about it. How perfectly foolish. That kind of blind belief makes people lose sight of the truth. Just like 7 years ago. Yeah, you would have pointed opinions about this, okay. Could you tell me about the incident 7 years ago? Why? Do you enjoy trampling on people's feelings and rubbing salt in their wounds? Or do you just want me to talk? In that case, what should I ask for in return? I'd like to hear about that incident too. It'd help me understand the current case better. Huh? Apollo knows about that case too. Well, if you're the one who's asking, Apollo, come on, hunk of junk, you tell the story. But, Miss Aura, that's private information. Ugh, if you won't talk, I'll just have to make you talk. Yes, who cares about personal privacy? Not me. I am ready to utilize my blast processing abilities to impart all available information. Hooray! The miracle of science. Wow, what a magic trick! He's like a completely different robot now. The bodies of all the robots that come through this lab are designed by Miss Aura. I was born 7 years ago. Miss Aura was much, much younger then. Yikes, better watch what you say if you don't want to get recycled, Clunko. What? Okay, I was about to say, who would get upset about that, but then again, I do consider the linear passage of time to be my greatest enemy, so... And then our hearts were created by that great genius, Dr. Metis Sykes. Hearts? Robots with hearts? Can you even make such a thing? Emotions are not irrational things. Our logic and our hearts can be integrated. The two navigation companions created by Miss Aura and Dr. Metis transcend humans. Yeah. Metis. Huh? She just glanced over at her desk. Nobody could continue Metis's research. She and her work were truly one of a kind. And now the two navigation companions are all that are left of Metis here on Earth. Athena's right there. That's so cold. Unless they're not blood-related. I can see that. You never know. The robots are all that's left. Isn't she leaving out a very important someone? We built the ultimate creations together, but now she's gone. I get the feeling Dr. Sykes loved her robots almost as much as he loved her daughter. And almost as much as she loved you. What are you talking about? Don't make me laugh. But you lost someone too, didn't you, Apollo? Your friend Clay. I guess you and I are pretty much in the same boat. Miss Aura, would you like a tissue? Keep your trap shut, hunk of junk. Tell us about Clunko and Ponko. Clunko is an important keepsake of your time with Dr. Sykes. You should treat him better. What does it matter? He doesn't feel pain, and I can always repair his body. Besides, their hearts aren't actually in their bodies. What do you mean by that? The program Metis wrote runs on a separate mainframe. Their bodies are controlled remotely from there. Okay. Their hearts and memories are there too. These bodies are really just peripherals. So I can do anything I want to them. I'm not so sure that gives you the right to physically abuse the poor things. Hey, robots don't have rights. But why are you people looking into such an old case now, anyway? Well, we believe the culprit of that incident might be the same person as in this case. So Daddy's going to find out who killed Dr. Sykes, too. I'm sure you're aware of who Metis' killer is? Yes, Prosecutor Blackquill, or so it seems. That's a quaint way of putting it. Are you implying you don't think he did it? I can't say anything for sure right now, but that's exactly why I'd like to hear your side of it, to help me be sure. I was the one who introduced Simon to Metis, you know. He wanted to learn psychology, he said, to give himself an edge in court. Ah, Prosecutor Blackquill's forte. His infamous power of suggestion technique. Exactly. And he was oddly serious about it. Rather than a teacher-student relationship, he treated her more like a loyal samurai would treat a sovereign. Huh. He seems more like a lost soul than a dignified samurai to me. He even got along well with that miserable little princess. Why do you call Athena the princess, anyway? Well, she is Metis' daughter, after all, although she's nothing like her. Besides, Doesn't the selfish little princess always have lots of white knights hanging around? Horace Knightley is not in this game. Now I think I see why Athena didn't say anything when we ran into Ara yesterday. It all makes sense now. So the culprit behind the two cases could be the same, huh? That settles it then. What does it settle? None of your business. Just forget you heard anything. How long are you people going to hang around in here anyway? What? Well, we came here to take a look around. You think you can just waltz in and ransack a person's lab? Show me a search warrant. Wow. That is some serious arm strength. That robot cannot be light, but is clearly dangling. We are not the police, so we don't have one. Then get out. Now! Clunko, show them out. Certainly, Miss Ara. Ouch, don't push. My apologies, I'm just following orders. Ah! Well, that went... in general, okay. What a way to get shown out. The nerve of that woman! What's with that horrible attitude? I guess that's just how she is. And why was Apollo going along with her? I guess it's because they have something in common. Apollo lost Clay, just like how Ara lost Dr. Sykes. I'm really worried about him. He's not himself at all. He's usually not all cool and dark and mysterious like that. I guess that's true. Does she mean he's usually silly and dorky? Yeah. I'm gonna go keep an eye on him. Oh. Hey, wait, Trucy, come back. She's gone. What should I do now? Detective Fulbright is probably still questioning Athena. Guess I'll go back to the office, alone. Really? Really? Okay. Well, here I am. This office has never felt so... empty. I guess I haven't been here at the office all by myself in a long time. When I first became a lawyer, my mentor was here with me. And then for a while after that, she was always by my side. Now I'm getting all sentimental. I must be tired. Huh? There's something on the floor. What's a letter doing here? Speak of the devil? It's Maya! Yeah! Hey, Nick, it's been a while, huh? Miss me? I know this handwriting. I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom. That must have really been something, although weird is par for the course with you. I think she, or whatever paper she's reading, is a little off on the details. I'd love to come visit, but I'm right in the middle of a difficult part of my training. So instead, think of me as you watch those Steel Samurai videos I sent. I'm sure they'll cheer you right up. What is wrong with my voice today? There. Yours truly, Maya Fey. Good old Maya. It's as if she knew I was feeling down and needed a lift. Wow. That takes me back. That's just a screenshot of the Ace Attorney trilogy collection. Maya was my assistant for quite a while. Believe it or not, but she's a spirit medium. This Magatama I use on Cyclops, Maya is the one who gave it to me. But I wonder how this letter got here. Mr. Nick? Pearl? Ah! It's Pearl! Yeah! Oh, man. Oh, man, if I hadn't played the DLC case where she showed up, I would have popped off so hard right now. It's still really great, though. Oh, it's you, Pearls. Pearls! It's so good to see you. Oh, man. I'm a lawyer. Did you know that?
When I see you wearing your attorney's badge like that, it brings back such memories.
I remember you helping me conduct my investigations from time to time.
I'm glad I can help again.
Thanks, you always provide such great assistance.
I'll do my best to live up to Mystic Maya's standard.
I don't know what I'd do if Pearls wasn't here right now. Alright. Let's chat, you and me.
How have you been, Mr. Nick?
This is Pearl Faye, though I call her Pearls. She is Maya's cousin, who is also a spirit medium. A very talented one at that. I've known her since she was 8 years old. But Apollo and Athena only met her a few months ago. You didn't come all this way just to bring me a letter, did you?
I apologize for barging in. The door was unlocked. But I can't believe there was a big explosion here. Your office doesn't look any different.
She's even further off on the details than Maya. Yeah, no bombs, but it does look like a tornado blew through. I wish I could take you out to eat or something, Pearls, but there's a lot going on.
Oh, I knew that. Didn't come here for a social visit, you know, Mr. Nick. Did you read the postscript on the letter?
Uh-huh. There's more. Oh yeah, here it is. P.S.
I bet you've been too busy to clean or take care of the office. So Pearlie said she would come to help you. Isn't she sweet? You'd better thank her.
Oh, so that's what you're doing here. That's awfully nice of you, Pearls. Maya and Pearls, thanks to these two, I'm starting to feel a little better. Thank you, girls.
Now that I'm here, I'm gonna whip this place into shape. You just concentrate on your work and don't mind me at all.
I'll need to talk to Prosecutor Blackquill if I want to learn more about his case. If the trial's still going on, they must be holding him down at the detention center. Oh, okay. That's fair.
Has it been a while since you've seen Mystic Maya?
Yes, quite a while. She used to drop by the office sometimes to say hello. But she hasn't been by recently. I wonder what she's up to these days.
To become a spirit medium worthy of heading the Fae clan, she undergoes rigorous training. But she says she's growing really tired of the vegetarian diet.
I'll have to have some burgers delivered to her then. Eat your burgers, Maya.
Oh, I'm sure she would love that. But to get where she is, the delivery person would have to climb a steep mountain.
I hope she tips them well then.
Your hair is nice and spiky today, as always, Mr. Nick.
Thanks. I generally try to look good if I'm going to be in court.
Do you make it spiky so that the prosecution will feel intimidated?
Huh? No, that's not exactly my intention.
Your hairstyle is to make you look bigger and stronger, just like a rooster's comb, right? That's what Mystic Maya says, anyway.
She couldn't compare it to something cool like a lion's mane? No, that's Willpower's. Wanna see a dead body?
I'm sorry, I want to be of help. But I'm still in training and... nothing about that is coming to mind, I'm afraid. I'm really deeply sorry.
No, it's okay. I shouldn't have shown you something so trivial anyway. I feel like we've had this conversation before. Any thoughts on the Space Center?
Is that a pamphlet? I just love to look at pamphlets.
I bet you find vacation pamphlets especially exciting, huh?
Yes, because I don't get a chance to leave the village much, what with my training. So looking at pamphlets is kind of like a hobby.
Well, the office is just full of them. You can have as many of them as you'd like.
Oh boy, thank you.
Poor kid. Wish I could take her on a real vacation. Alright. I guess she'll hold down the fort. That's good to know. I'm looking forward to see what role she plays. There's a non-zero chance Pearl could actually use her spirit medium-ifyingness to, summon Metis, maybe? Or someone else? Clay? I don't know. Well, look who's here. I wonder what they're talking about. All this time and you haven't said a word. It's even turning your hair gray. Huh. Oh, Aura's here. All this time, has Aura not seen her brother for 7 years? Huh. God, at some point we're gonna see like a photograph of Black Quill or Simon just younger, and he'll look normal and happy. That's gonna be trippy. I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls? Prosecutor Blackquill. Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk. Miss Blackquill, don't you think that's enough for today?
Enough for today? Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow.
When there's no tomorrow? What is she talking about? We have company, Aura. Please try to calm down.
All right, fine. I see you're just not going to listen no matter what I say. I've had it. If that's the way you're going to be, I have another plan up my sleeve. I hope you're happy, Simon, because I'm done. Do as you please. See if I care.
Yikes. Ugh. Wow. I could cut the tension with a katana. Right, Dono. It looks like Fulbright saved your case in court this morning. What? Oh, yeah, he did. You bounced back to business quick. Prosecutor Blackquill, forgive me, but it was just the just thing to do. But as a result, Sykes Dono was arrested. Was that the just thing to do, too? Mr. Lawyer, I'm sorry, but it was evidence. What else could I do? Don't worry about it. I plan to defend her and prove her innocence. I wouldn't take things so lightly if I were you, right, Dono? This is blade-proof glass, right? Oh my god, this is gonna be good. I'm a lawyer. How can you call yourself a lawyer if you can't even protect your own subordinate? Ugh. I swear I'll get her acquitted, you'll see. Your mind must be as dense as the hair on your head. Do you really think it will be so easy? I'm more than aware of how hard it's going to be, thank you very much. Do you like sightseeing? So, what do you think? Looks like it wasn't important enough to warrant even a contemptuous He may be edgy, but he's no bullshit. I can respect that. Check out this updated autopsy report. It's not updated, I just wanted to say that. Okay. Prosecutor Blackquill, we're looking into the case from 7 years ago. You're looking for somebody you call the Phantom of 7 Years Past, aren't you?
You villain! Where did you hear about that?
This glass is absolutely positively blade-proof, right? No, it wasn't me. I didn't say a single oops! Ouch. At least it wasn't my fault. Could you tell me who this Phantom is? And also, you didn't really kill Dr. Sykes, did you?
Guard, the guest is leaving.
Prosecutor Blackquill, please listen to me. The culprit in the current case might be the same as the one in the case 7 years ago. If you would cooperate, we could probably solve both cases.
I suppose I could talk. The one who killed my mentor was, without question, me. I stole Sykes Stono's mother away from her. I destroyed her life.
Prosecutor Blackquill.
Guard, where are you? Stop dragging your feet, I tell you.
Damn. These Blackquills are pieces of work. Jesus. There he goes. No! We've upset Prosecutor Blackquill. Now what are we going to do, Mr. Lawyer? There isn't much we can do. Detective Fulbright, do you mind if I ask you just a little more about that old case? Well, I guess it won't make any difference now. What would you like to know? Thank you, sir. Do you know anything about the trial that got him convicted? A little. The police call the incident the UR1 incident. UR1? Okay. UR1 what? Prosecutor Blackquill was charged with murdering his psychology mentor. Kind of like if your red Mr. Lawyer were to kill you. Don't even say such rubbish. I don't want to think about that one. Okay, you know what? This is a good time to say this. I've thought about this. I've thought for a long time. I don't think I've even said this on the Discord, but I was thinking, you know what would be like the coolest thing for the Ace Attorney franchise as a whole to end with? Like, one final game, just a capstone. Have the final case being solving the murder of Phoenix Wright. That would be pretty friggin' cool. Like, it's not like I want Phoenix to die, but all the same, come on. It's cool. Admit it. You were like, oh, yeah, I could see that. You felt it. Admit it. There were two decisive pieces of evidence, so a verdict was reached very quickly. 2 pieces of evidence, huh? What were they? Let's see. The first was some security camera footage. He was the only one who used the corridor to the murder scene at the time of the crime. The only one? The only one, huh? Ouch, that does sound pretty decisive. Could you show me that footage? Oh, sorry, I don't have it with me right now. I guess I'll have to see it some other time. Okay, it's in the evidence, the court record, but we don't have it, nor have we seen it. Oh, alright. And what was the second piece of evidence? This one's even more incriminating. A photo of the moment of the crime. What? Whoa. Okay, so that's Ponko's arm, with a bandage from the photo and everything from 7 years ago. Why is that left tip of Ponko's arm at the joint? Why is that bloody? What the hell? Also, I was just saying that we would see like a photo of Black Quill when he was younger. I don't think he's quite happy. Man. Man, okay. Oh, I just realized that symbol on his back is a feather. Yeah, that's literally a black quill, okay. See, there he is at the crime scene holding a bloody katana. It was the victims kept on display in the room. She had a thing for Japanese culture. Wow. It'd be hard to explain this one away. Katana added to the court record. It belonged to the victim. The victim's blood was found only on the blade. Only on the blade? That is very specific. Okay. But who took this picture, Detective? The incident happened the day before the Hat One launch. The reporter who had come to do a story on the launch was in the room across the lab. This just happened to show up in one of the pictures he took. Huh. Prosecutor Blackquill's attitude earlier was so odd. He's definitely hiding something. Prosecutor Blackquill said he was hunting a phantom from 7 years ago, didn't he? Yes, and I imagine it's getting more and more urgent as his execution date approaches. Oh. Oh, alright, yeah, I kind of read that aloud and then it hit me. Oh, shit. We're not talking statute of limitations. He's gotta be friggin' executed. Oh, shit. Alright, that's a punch to the gut. What did you just say? Execution date? What? Did I say something? Never mind me, you didn't hear a thing. Spill the beans. Fava beans, black beans, refried beans, I don't care, just spill them. So he was given the death sentence. Yes, he told me not to tell you people, actually. But I guess there's no sense hiding it anymore. His execution date is tomorrow. What? Tomorrow? No. Miss Blackquill, don't you think that's enough for today? Enough for today? Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow. But what if the culprit of the current case is the same as the one from 7 years ago? Then it would be the worst possible scenario. Prosecutor Blackquill would be executed tomorrow under a false charge. That would be unthinkable. We have to do something right now. You know, actually, come to think of it, hold on. Wasn't the whole pretense of a... No, not pretense. The whole circumstance of Fulbright and Blackquill's relationship that Bobby here is trying to rehabilitate Simon? Like, wasn't that a thing? What's the point of that if he's just set to be executed anyway? Well... Actually, you know what? Simon hasn't really done the best, behavior-wise. He's been breaking out of his cuffs left and right and making extremely menacing gestures and, declarations in the courtroom, so, yeah. Yeah, I see that, okay. But that would be unthinkable. We have to do something right now. I want to do something, I want to, but... You're a lawyer? You know how hard it is to overturn a decision? I know, but why? Why isn't Prosecutor Blackquill putting up any kind of a fight? You saw how he was, right? He's been like that ever since his conviction. Totally uncooperative. Not even his own sister could persuade him. Uncooperative? When he's about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit. This isn't right. I can't let it happen. I have to stop it somehow. Oh, pardon me. Looks like I have a phone call. What a boring ringtone. Fulbright here. What's happening? You've got to be kidding. Oh, what now? I need a break. Give me a break. That's quite a reaction. I bet he's making some big show of it right now. Mr. Lawyer, the robots! The robots are... Detective Fulbright, get a hold of yourself. Some kind of robot malfunction? Not a malfunction. They're staging a revolt. The machines are rebelling against humans. And prom's tomorrow. They've holed themselves up in the space center and taken the visitors as hostages. They did what? No, Trucy. Okay. Oh, deep breath, Zephyr. Find your center. Journey into the happy place. We're all gonna die. So this was Ace Attorney just throwing everything and then the kitchen sink at me. Right at my face. Wow. We have to get right over there. This is going to be one heck of a battle. Oh, brother. Whoa. Artwork. The riot police are here. Then the robots really are holding people hostage? Huh. Look, Mr. Lawyer, what do you suppose that group of people are swarmed around? But I was only trying to help this nice person. She said she was lost. You robots have declared war on us humans. You've even taken hostages already. Stay away from it. You never know what it'll do. But he's not a bad robot. Can't you see he's just trying to help me, Trucy? I recognize that voice. Detective Fulbright, are you okay here on your own? Leave it to me. All right, people, what's going on here? Pearls, over here. Oh, it's Pearls. Oh, Mr. Nick, there you are. I heard the terrible news and I got so worried. Thanks, Pearls. I can hardly believe what's happening myself. I'm so glad you found each other. When people are happy, I am happy. Klunko seems the same as before. When people are sad, I am happy. When people are angry, when people are... Oh, did I say something odd? Did I error? Uh-oh, there is something wrong with him. Gah. Whirr. It looks like he fell asleep. He must have been tired. He. Ha 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 ha. Oh, there's a helicopter in the background. That's neat. Klunko? Okay, so if the purple wasn't, the violet wasn't indication enough, those horns are mighty familiar. A certain someone has a hairstyle just like that. Also, I was talking a bit about this anime called Pluto, where robots have human rights and everything. Yeah, horned robots figure big in that, and I'm kind of freaking out at how serendipitous this coincidence is. Holy shit, what is my life? Is this some kind of gag? Or, oh my god, okay. Ha ha ha, human beings are our enemies. It's time for the machines to take over. Ah! The robots are rebelling. Everybody run! Eek! It's an all-out roar. It's the end of the world.
Ha ha ha, fools. How could you fall for something so cliché? I'm human too, you idiots. I'm just controlling these robots remotely.
What?
But it is true that I've taken hostages, so you better not make me mad. Hey you, hostage number 1. Come here, I'll let you talk to them.
Whoa. Huh? There's something being displayed on Klonko's face screen. Ara, what the hell are you doing? It's the Space Museum.
Daddy? Daddy, is that you?
Trucy, is that you? No, Trucy, are you alright?
About 15 robots are holding 12 of us hostage, Daddy. They've gone haywire. A researcher is the one behind it. She's here
You're controlling them?
Eek!
Isn't 12 the number of a jury? Is Ara trying to set up some kind of... I'll hold on to that thought.
This girl talks too much.
Trucy, talk to me.
Why are you doing this? I'm glad you asked. My demand is simple. I hope that detective is listening.
Bobby Fulbright here. I'm all ears.
I want you to bring someone to me. Clay Terran's murderer, Athena Sykes.
Athena? Now hold on just one moment. I can't just give in to a demand like that.
So you don't care what happens to these hostages, huh? I'll just pick one out then.
No, wait. Mr. Lawyer. I know I have absolutely no right to make such a ridiculous request, but you need me to buy some time, right? Got it, I'll see what I can do, but promise me you'll never hand Athena over, and you won't give up on the hostages either. Of course I won't. Now I'd better go contact headquarters.
Mr. Nick, how do you plan to buy time?
I have no idea yet, but this hostage taker, could it be...
If you don't bring me that little princess, I'll have Hunk of Junk kill all the hostages.
Princess Hunk of Junk? There's only one person this could be. In which case, there must be something I can use as a bargaining chip.
I don't have anything to say, Ara. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls?
Prosecutor Blackquill.
Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk.
Miss Hostage Taker, Athena is not a murderer.
What are you talking about? She's been arrested and they've got her in detention.
I'm telling you the truth. Look, the person you want is the real killer, right? Well, it's not Athena, it's someone else.
All right, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who is this real killer?
I don't know yet, but the culprit is the same as the one in the case from 7 years ago. The UR1 incident. I believe you have a personal interest in that case. Oh, they are related.
It's too late to change what's going to happen now, no matter how wrong it is.
But is it really too late? You can still do something about it. You might even be able to fix it.
Just what exactly are you proposing?
What can I do about the 7-year-old case to satisfy the hostage taker? Recreate it? Retry it in court. I propose we retry the case from 7 years ago. If you make that demand now, I'm sure nobody will deny you. It wouldn't be an official trial, but at least we could find out the truth.
Ha 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 ha. That's good. Real good. Hey, detective, I'll give you 1 hour. Get a courtroom ready.
1 hour? But that's impossible. Please give me at least until tomorrow. If you don't mind losing hostages, you can take all the time you want. Oh, but wait. If we're going to have a retrial, we'll need a prosecutor. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. Huh? She will? What sway could she hold over Simon? And I guess I can be fair and let you come in and check out the crime scene. But Hunk of Junk here will be watching you, so don't try anything funny, you got that? Now follow Hunk of Junk. Right, police, make way, we're coming through. You know, maybe I should just give that robot Ara's voice. I think I'll just do that moving forward.
Mr. Nick, wait, I'll help you with investigation.
Thanks, Pearls, I appreciate that. Okay, we're going in. Well, what on earth could be here that hasn't been cleaned up? Did you find something from 7 years ago? But what? Ara dropped us off with a warning not to touch anything until she got back.
I wonder what's taking so long, but we can't really start the investigation yet, can we?
Even if we could, this mess makes it hard to tell what the room was like 7 years ago. Mr. Wright. Ah, it's a hostage taker. I'm back to my usual self now. You are still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived. A guest? No! I clapped when I saw him, my boy! He's my boy!
I trust you've been well, Wright.
Yeah! He's got glasses. Oh, he's looking fine. Ah! Oh. Oh, I'm having a moment. Oh, I'm having a moment. Okay. This is... Okay, this is blatantly fan service. This is coming out of friggin' nowhere. It makes no sense, and frankly, I think it would have been way better thematically if Black Quill was the prosecutor, maybe? Well, I guess if we're retrying the case, he'd be the defendant, wouldn't he? Yeah, he would. Okay, so it does make sense then, okay. But the point is... Oh my god. I'm about to fall over. Oh man, Ace Attorney. What are you doing? Ah, you still got it. You still got it. Oh man. Alright, well. Okay, so we got executions coming up tomorrow. Bombings, robot uprising, the hottest goddamn prosecutor on the face of the planet, weeaboos with katanas. Yeah, okay. Oh, my cheeks are beginning to hurt so much from the smiles. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna end things here, and then I'll spend the rest of the day losing my shit. Hopefully I'll have my shit gathered back up in time for tomorrow. I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been Peak Fiction. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you next time. Till then, please take care.